This video is going to go through the high-level Photoshop workflow handout that kind of addresses things once you've worked on a file in Lightroom and once you've made any merging adjustments that you want to make in terms of taking two photographs and putting them together. So the first thing that you'll want to do, according to the sheet, is to convert to profile. And converting to profile is to make sure that the images that you're working in are in a large color gamut. And really this is only necessary if you're working from something that's not originally a raw file, that's not coming straight from Lightroom, an image that you shot, into Photoshop, but you're maybe working on a file someone else gave you and you want to make sure that you're in the correct color profile. And to do this, it's fairly simple. You go to Edit and Convert to Profile here. And what it will show you is at the top under Source Space, it tells you what profile you are currently in. And then the destination space is where you want to go to in terms of what profile you want to transfer it into. If you are already in ProPhoto RGB or Adobe RGB 1998, then you can just hit cancel and leave it. If you're in some other source space, or if you're working, for example, in sRGB because maybe somebody gave you a file that was shot on a phone, you might just want to be aware of what source space that you are actually in. One of the things that you will notice is that if you convert to profile, if I went ahead and hit OK, it actually flattens my image. So you want to make sure that you are converting to profile before flattening an image is going to become a problem. So just something to note, and just know how to convert to profile if you need to do that. The next step is to rotate as necessary, and probably you've already done this in Lightroom, but just in case you haven't, then to rotate images, you would go to Image and then Image Rotation, and you can rotate it 180 degrees or 90 degrees, or you can also flip the canvas horizontally like that if you wanted to. But like I said, a lot of that's going to be done probably already in Lightroom. If you want to do any cropping, you'd want to do it on the early end of things. So you would select the crop tool, which is here, the fifth tool down, and you can crop by bringing in the sliders along the edge. And you'll also notice that you have the straighten option, and the straighten option will let you do something similar to the level tool in Lightroom, where you straighten an edge, a horizon line, something you want to be either perfectly parallel or perpendicular to the edge of your frame. And so it works very similar here, where you kind of pick it up and then you would draw a line that you want to be straight, and it will sort of rotate things based on that line that you draw. And then also, as I mentioned, the crop tool is simply defining where you want the end of your edge of your frame to be and setting that appropriately. Once you have it where you want it to be, you simply hit enter and then it will crop. Again, some of those things are already going to be done in Lightroom, but it's important to know how to do them in Photoshop as well.